Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, success just seems out of reach? You work diligently, seize opportunities, and yet financial stability or prosperity seems elusive. What if I told you that something as simple as your front door might be influencing your financial fate? In ancient Feng Shui wisdom, the entrance to your home is far more than just a doorway. It's the gateway for wealth, energy, and prosperity. However, certain items placed near this space may be quietly sabotaging your success. Today we'll explore 12 things that might be blocking wealth from entering your life. Let's dive deep and uncover the hidden traps preventing you from achieving abundance. 1. Never place a trash bin in front of your main door. Have you ever walked into a temple and noticed how pristine and welcoming the entrance is? There is no clutter, no distractions, only an open, inviting space that signals peace and prosperity. Now contrast that with walking into a home where the first thing you see is an overflowing trash bin. It's unwelcoming, uninspiring, and energetically repellent. In both Buddhist and Feng Shui teachings, energy flow, Qi in Chinese or prana in Indian philosophy, is the essence of harmony. Your front door is considered the mouth of Chai, the gateway through which energy enters your life. When you place a trash bin there, you are unknowingly communicating a message of rejection, not just of wealth, but of opportunities, health, and clarity. Think of money like flowing water. It moves where there is space. If your entrance is cluttered with trash, imagine that as a dam blocking the river of prosperity. You might earn money, but it will slip away as quickly as it comes. It's no wonder that in many ancient cultures, cleanliness is closely tied to divine blessings. A famous Zen proverb says, "Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water." The message? Daily acts of tidiness and mindfulness clear not just our physical space, but also our mental and spiritual paths. One powerful story that illustrates this comes from the life of a Zen master who lived in a small monastery on the mountainside. A young disciple once asked, "Master, how can I attract prosperity and wisdom into my life?" The master simply smiled and handed him a broom. Day after day, the disciple swept the temple grounds, clearing leaves, dust, and debris. Over time, he began to realize that as he cleaned the temple, his mind also became clearer and his thoughts more focused. The simple act of sweeping became a meditation, a way of removing obstacles not just in his surroundings, but within himself. This mirrors the way our external environment affects our internal well-being. If we allow waste and clutter to accumulate at the very entrance of our home, we unconsciously invite stagnation into our lives. What should you do instead? Move the trash bin away from the entrance and opt for a discreet, covered bin in a more suitable location. More importantly, see this as an act of self-respect. A clean and welcoming entryway is like an open invitation for prosperity, joy, and clarity to walk into your life. Keep the area well-maintained, perhaps adding elements that symbolize prosperity, such as a potted plant, a small fountain, or even a simple doormat that welcomes positive energy. In Buddhist philosophy, small daily rituals have the power to shape our destiny. If keeping your entryway clean seems insignificant, remember that every great change starts with a single step. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear, the Buddha once said. In the same way, keeping your home's entrance clean is a symbolic act of making space for new blessings to enter. The solution is simple. Take the time to evaluate your home's entrance. Is it inviting? Does it reflect the kind of energy you want to bring into your life? By making this change, you align yourself with the principles of flow, clarity, and abundance. And before long, you may just find that prosperity starts knocking at your door. 2. Avoid placing a mirror directly facing the entrance. A mirror is one of the most fascinating objects in a home. It reflects light, expands space, and brings a touch of elegance to any room. But did you know that if positioned incorrectly, it could be silently repelling prosperity from your life? In Feng Shui, mirrors are known for their ability to amplify energy. When placed thoughtfully, they can enhance a room's atmosphere, bringing light and positivity. However, when positioned directly facing the front door, a mirror does the opposite. It reflects all incoming energy right back out. Instead of allowing opportunities, wealth, and success to settle in, the mirror acts as a rejection force, pushing them away before they even have a chance to take root. Imagine this scenario. You've worked hard, doors of opportunity are finally opening, but just as fortune steps into your home, the mirror sends it right back out. It's as if you're constantly on the brink of success, but never quite able to hold on to it. From a Buddhist perspective, mirrors symbolize self-reflection. While introspection is a crucial part of growth, too much reflection at the wrong time can lead to doubt, hesitation, and missed chances. Buddha once taught, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." If your home is constantly rejecting prosperity, could it be that, subconsciously, you are doing the same? The placement of your mirror might be reinforcing a cycle of struggle without you even realizing it. A well-known Zen parable tells of a student who meditated daily in front of a mirror, searching for enlightenment. His master one day covered the mirror and told him, "When you stop seeking yourself in reflections, you will find your true nature." The same principle applies to our homes. If we constantly push away the prosperity coming to us, we may never experience the abundance we seek. Here's how to turn things around. Move the mirror to a side wall where it can still reflect light without interfering with the natural flow of positive energy. Use mirrors to enhance beauty and prosperity rather than repel them. Ideally, the mirror should reflect something inspiring, a lush green plant, an uplifting piece of artwork, or a Buddha statue representing wisdom and peace. And be mindful of broken or distorted mirrors. These can symbolize fragmented energy, leading to instability in your finances and emotions. By making this small but significant change, you transform your home into a space that welcomes abundance rather than turning it away. 3. Do not leave shoes scattered at the doorway. Your entrance sets the stage for the energy of your home. When shoes are scattered haphazardly at the doorway, they introduce chaotic, unbalanced energy. Shoes, in many traditions, symbolize movement and the journey between the outside world and the sanctuary of your home. If left in disarray, they bring in the unrest, stress, and distractions of the external world, disturbing the peace and stability that your home should provide. Imagine walking into a sacred temple. One of the first things you are expected to do is remove your shoes and place them neatly. This isn't just about cleanliness, it's about mindfulness and respect for the space you're about to enter. When we carelessly toss our shoes at the door, we mirror a lack of intentionality in our lives, allowing unnecessary distractions and disorganization to take root. In Buddhist practice, mindfulness in even the smallest daily rituals is a path to clarity and balance. When we treat our home with the same reverence as a temple, we cultivate an environment of peace, order, and prosperity. Just as monks carefully place their sandals outside meditation halls before stepping inside, we too should be mindful of how we arrange our shoes. A tidy, well-organized entrance signals respect for your space, invites positive energy, and sets the tone for harmony within the home. A simple way to resolve this issue is by investing in a designated shoe rack or storage cabinet near the entrance. Not only does this keep your doorway clean and clutter-free, but it also ensures that the energy in your home remains undisturbed. A well-maintained entrance reflects an inner sense of discipline, focus, and receptivity, essential qualities for inviting abundance and well-being into your life. 4. Avoid having a chimney directly facing the front door. Fire is a powerful force. It can warm, transform, and sustain life. But when uncontrolled, it can also destroy. A chimney directly facing your front door introduces an overwhelming fire element, disrupting harmony and stability. Feng Shui warns that excessive fire energy can lead to financial volatility, rapid loss of wealth, and heightened tensions within the household. It's like a flame burning too hot, consuming everything in its path before prosperity even has a chance to settle. The remedy is balance. Just as Buddhist teachings emphasize the middle way, a path of moderation to avoid extremes, the same applies to your living space. To counteract the excess fire energy from a chimney facing your entrance, introduce grounding elements. Place lush green plants near the doorway to symbolize steady growth and renewal. Consider adding a small decorative water feature, as water naturally balances fire by cooling its intensity and fostering a sense of fluidity and abundance. By integrating these elements thoughtfully, you transform your home from a space of tension and imbalance into a sanctuary where stability, prosperity, and peace can thrive. 5. Never let withered or dying plants sit at your entrance. Plants are more than just decorative elements. They are living symbols of growth, vitality, and prosperity. In Feng Shui, healthy plants enhance the flow of positive energy, encouraging financial stability and personal well-being. But what happens when those plants start to wither and die? They no longer represent life in abundance, but rather stagnation and decay. Imagine entering a home where the first thing you see is a dying plant. Its leaves brittle, its color faded, its energy lifeless. This sends a message of neglect, both to visitors and to the universe. Just as a thriving plant signifies a thriving life, a wilting plant suggests a lack of care, attention, and flow. In Buddhist philosophy, impermanence is a fundamental truth, but that doesn't mean we should allow decay to define our surroundings. If you notice plants at your entrance struggling, take action, trim dead leaves, adjust their care routine, or replace them with fresh greenery. Treat this as a mindful practice, an opportunity to nurture life, and in doing so, welcome new opportunities into your space. Just as we must regularly tend to our inner growth, we must also tend to our external environment. A well-cared-for plant is a reflection of a well-cared-for life. By keeping your entrance vibrant and full of life, you cultivate an energy of renewal, prosperity, and positivity that extends into all aspects of your home and life. 6. Do not hang wind chimes directly above the front door. Wind chimes have a soothing quality. Their gentle melodies, dancing with the breeze, and creating an atmosphere of tranquility. However, while their presence can enhance positive energy when placed correctly, hanging wind chimes directly above the front door can create disharmony rather than balance. Instead of acting as a welcoming chime of prosperity, they may disrupt the natural flow of energy, causing instability in your home's financial and emotional well-being. In Buddhist thought, sound carries profound meaning. The resonance of bells and chimes is often used in temples to signify mindfulness, awakening, and the clearing of negative energy. However, when sound becomes disruptive rather than harmonious, it can disturb the balance of energy rather than enhance it. Just as excessive noise can create mental clutter, an inappropriately placed wind chime can create energetic confusion at the entrance of your home. Imagine a door as a portal, not just for physical movement, but for energy to flow freely. If chimes hang directly above, their vibrations may inadvertently scatter the chi entering your home, making it difficult for prosperity, stability, and harmony to settle. It's like trying to meditate in a place with constant background noise. It's difficult to find clarity amidst the disruption. A better approach? Instead of placing wind chimes directly above the entrance, consider moving them to a garden, a side window, or a patio area where their sound can enhance rather than interfere. Let them serve as a gentle reminder of peace and mindfulness, positioned in a way that their sound adds to the serenity of your space rather than disrupting its natural energy flow. By mindfully placing wind chimes in spaces where they can truly elevate the atmosphere, you ensure that the energy in your home remains balanced, welcoming, and aligned with prosperity. 7. Avoid placing a water faucet in front of your main door. Water is one of the most powerful symbols in Feng Shui. It represents wealth, abundance, and the natural flow of energy. But just as a river can nourish and sustain life, it can also erode and wash things away. A water faucet positioned directly in front of your entrance is like an open drain, allowing prosperity to slip away before it has a chance to accumulate. Imagine pouring water into a cracked vessel. It doesn't matter how much you pour, the water will always escape. This is exactly what happens when financial energy flows out of your home due to misplaced water elements. You might find yourself earning money, but struggling to save it. Just as in life, where mindfulness and discipline are required to manage resources, your home also needs boundaries to retain wealth. In Buddhist philosophy, water symbolizes both impermanence and adaptability. It teaches us that while we must go with the flow, we should also create strong foundations so that abundance stays with us. You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn to surf, as Thich Nhat Hanh once said. Similarly, rather than allowing wealth to drain away, we can redirect the flow with intentional adjustments. To counteract this energy imbalance, position potted plants around the faucet to help redirect the energy flow. Plants represent growth, grounding, and stability. They act as a natural buffer, ensuring that prosperity stays within your home rather than slipping away unnoticed. Additionally, if moving the faucet is an option, consider placing it in a side garden or backyard where it won't directly impact the energy of your entrance. By making this adjustment, you are sending a clear message to the universe. You are ready to receive, preserve, and grow your wealth in a mindful and intentional way. 8. Do not keep a broken or damaged doormat. A doormat is more than just a piece of fabric beneath your feet. It is the symbolic threshold between the outside world and the sanctuary of your home. In Feng Shui, it acts as a guardian, absorbing external energies before they enter your living space. But what happens when your doormat is torn, dirty, or worn out? Instead of serving as a protector, it becomes an open invitation for negative energy, signaling neglect and stagnation. Imagine visiting a temple. The path leading to the sacred hall is always clean, well-kept, and inviting. This attention to detail is not just for aesthetics, it represents respect for the space and the energy within. The same applies to your home. A broken or neglected doormat sends an unspoken message to the universe. I don't care about what comes into my home. Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness in even the smallest aspects of life. Every step you take is a step towards enlightenment, as Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully put it. The first step into your home should be one of intention, inviting positivity and prosperity. A fresh, clean doormat ensures that your entrance remains a space of welcome, not one of rejection. To harness the full potential of this overlooked detail, regularly replace or clean your doormat. Choose one that aligns with the energy you want to invite. Perhaps a rich, grounding color like deep red for stability or green for growth. Consider one with a meaningful inscription, something that reminds you daily of the peace and abundance you seek. A well-maintained doormat does more than improve curb appeal. It acts as a silent yet powerful force, filtering out negativity and setting the tone for everything that follows inside your home. By making this small adjustment, you are not just changing your doorstep, you are shifting your entire energy field, creating a home that radiates warmth, prosperity, and harmony. 9. Avoid keeping old or rusty metal objects near the entrance. Every object carries energy, and metal in particular is symbolic of strength, protection, and stability. But when metal becomes old, rusted, and neglected, it no longer represents these qualities. Instead, it signals decay, stagnation, and lost potential. Keeping rusty or broken metal objects near your entrance could be subtly influencing your life in ways you don't even realize. Imagine stepping into a home where the first thing you see is a rusted lock, an old, corroded mailbox, or a pile of unused metal tools. These objects whisper a story of neglect, a lack of care, and an unspoken message that new opportunities are not welcome. In Buddhism, we are taught the impermanence of all things. Everything ages, everything changes. But holding on to what is broken instead of letting it go only creates unnecessary suffering. Think of it like this. If you are clinging to old, rusted metal at your doorstep, it might be mirroring something deeper inside you. Perhaps an attachment to outdated beliefs, lingering fears about financial security, or an unwillingness to embrace new beginnings. Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." If you want to welcome prosperity, sometimes you must first release what is no longer serving you. So take a moment to inspect your front entrance. Are there rusted keys you no longer use? Old locks that no longer function? Metal furniture that has been left to decay? Clear these objects away. Replace them with clean, well-maintained pieces that reflect a fresh start. A polished door handle, a sturdy and beautiful mailbox, or a well-kept wind chime can make all the difference in shifting the energy around your home. By clearing out these stagnant elements, you open the door, literally and metaphorically, to new beginnings, fresh opportunities, and a renewed sense of stability and confidence in your financial and personal life. 10. Do not let your house number be faded or unclear. A house number is more than just a practical identifier. It's a symbol of how easily opportunities can find their way to you. In Feng Shui, visibility represents openness to prosperity, and a house number that is difficult to read or worn out can act as a subtle block to abundance. Think of it this way. If visitors or delivery personnel struggle to find your home, how can fortune? Your house number is like a beacon, guiding positive energy and financial luck to your doorstep. When it is faded, broken, or unclear, it creates an invisible wall, making it difficult for new blessings to reach you. In Buddhist thought, clarity is key to a fulfilled and successful life. The path is not in the sky, the path is in the heart, Buddha once said. Just as we must cultivate inner clarity to navigate life, we must also ensure that our external world reflects this same openness and readiness to receive. A well-lit, visible house number sends a message that you are open to new opportunities, new relationships, and new wealth. So take a moment to inspect your home's address. Is it clear and easy to read from the street? Is it illuminated at night? Consider refreshing the paint, replacing worn-out numbers, or even investing in a modern, well-lit plaque. A clean, vibrant house number doesn't just improve curb appeal, it energetically aligns your home with prosperity and good fortune. By ensuring your house number is visible and inviting, you remove yet another unseen barrier to success, allowing luck and abundance to find their way to you with ease. 11. Avoid placing a clock near the main door. A clock is more than just a tool for keeping time. It carries symbolic energy that can influence the way we perceive life's opportunities. Placing a clock near the main entrance may seem harmless, but in Feng Shui, it can create an unconscious feeling of urgency, pressure, and even scarcity. Imagine constantly being reminded that time is slipping away every time you walk through the door. This can lead to stress, anxiety, and a mindset focused on limitation rather than abundance. In Buddhist philosophy, time is an illusion. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment, Buddha advised. When we become overly fixated on time, always counting, measuring, and worrying, we distance ourselves from the flow of life. A clock at your entrance reinforces this stress, subtly signaling that time is running out, which can contribute to financial worries and a lack of peace in your home. Instead of placing a clock at the doorway, consider positioning it in the living room, office, or other spaces where it serves a practical function without imposing subconscious pressure. A workspace or study area is a much better place for timekeeping, where it can support productivity without generating anxiety. If you must have a clock near your entryway, opt for a decorative piece that blends seamlessly with the surroundings, rather than an oversized or overly prominent one. Additionally, ensure that all clocks in your home are functioning properly. A stopped or broken clock represents stagnation and missed opportunities, something we want to avoid in our pursuit of a prosperous and harmonious life. By being mindful of where you place your clocks, you create an environment that fosters balance, peace, and an abundance-focused mindset rather than one dictated by limitations and deadlines. 12. Avoid hanging family photos. Directly at the entrance, family is the heart of any home, and photographs capturing cherished moments are reminders of love, connection, and belonging. However, where you place these images can have a profound impact on the energy of your home. Hanging family photos directly at the entrance may seem like a warm, welcoming touch, but in Feng Shui, it can have unintended consequences. The entrance of your home is a space of transition, a place where external energies flow in and out. By placing family portraits here, you expose these sacred images to shifting energies, potentially disturbing the harmony of your household. Think of it like placing a delicate flower in a drafty hallway. It won't thrive in an environment of constant movement and external influence. Buddhism teaches the importance of safeguarding the things that matter most. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so the wise are not affected by praise or blame, the Buddha said. Our families deserve the same level of protection. By keeping family photos in intimate spaces, like living rooms or bedrooms, you create a nurturing environment where these connections are strengthened rather than exposed to external fluctuations. If your family portraits are currently displayed at the entrance, consider relocating them to spaces where they can inspire love and warmth without interference. A well-placed photo in a living room fosters connection and storytelling. A portrait in a bedroom reinforces a sense of security and belonging. The goal is to honor the energy of these images by placing them in spaces that support their purpose. By making this simple shift, you ensure that the love within your family remains shielded, harmonious, and free from outside disturbances, allowing for deeper bonds and greater stability in your home. Now that you know the 12 hidden obstacles blocking your path to wealth, take a moment to evaluate your own entrance. Making small adjustments can lead to profound shifts in your financial and personal well-being. Share your experiences in the comments below and let us know which change you'll implement first. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wisdom on creating an abundant life.